Hi guys. 3 days ago, I published a video short called What If Things Get Better? I didn't even like the video at first, but it's now climbed over 1,000 views. And I've got likes, I believe I've got shares on it, and it is just absolutely crazy in a good way. So I thought I'd come on here and thank everybody for your support and for your love. And I also want to tell the story behind the story. For one thing, God prompted me to record this. And the reason I say that is I do know, like they say in the Bible, I know my Father's voice. And that idea came to me, a true story of what had happened to spur that story from when I was a teenager. I decided to go with it. And then when I recorded it, I didn't really like it. But now, after all the views and the love and everything, apparently a lot of people need the message. And so, again, I give the credit to God because He absolutely led me to record it. The actual story of what happened that day in the bathroom is I came from a fairly abusive background, both from my mom and my older brother. And we were a house full of kids that were left alone with an abusive brother as well. And he was also physically abusive, so we had to fear for our lives around him. So I reached the lowest point. I was severely depressed. I couldn't take the way that I was being treated at home, at school. And so I ran into the bathroom and locked the door. I always cry out to God when I'm upset. So I don't have a exact memory of doing it this time, but I know I had to have. And God always answers me. God talks to me in synchronicities and signs. And sometimes it's a voice in my head that I know it's Him. I would have been like crying and saying with a blade, razor, on my wrist. I remember holding it there. And I looked up and I just was sobbing like I do, cry all the time. And I just said, God, I must have said, God, help me. You know what? I can't take this anymore, whatever. I don't remember the exact words. And suddenly the voice in my head said, what if things get better? That was the first time I ever heard God's voice clearly like that. It's in my thoughts, in my voice, but I know it's God. And God always talks to me in questions. And when He said, what if things get better? It shook me because it had me thinking, wait, what if things really get better? If God had said, things are going to get better, Christine, they're going to get better, I would have said, F you, probably not to God, but I would have just gone ahead and ended it. But God talks to me that way. And so I threw down the blade and things did get better. Now, I'm not going to promise that they got better instantly because I know they didn't. I was in the same kind of hellhole growing up. And I've had my spirals in and out of depression and things like that and wanting to end it all. But God has always been there for me. And He always comforts me. And when I cry out to Him, and especially when I'm crying, His answer is really quick. I think they say there is something cathartic about tears. And I do think it really puts God into the forefront right away, and also angels, the guardian angels and stuff. So I cried my eyes out. I'm very sensitive. And this was true back then too. And God came and said that. And then things did get better. I've had my spirals, but things got better. And now I'm here doing something that I never thought I would do, which was to be on YouTube, because I didn't want people to make fun of me for my looks and my personality. You know how trolls can do. So I want to thank everybody for your support. And I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel and share this video so that more people can see it. And I'll be out there doing some more videos. I love you guys, and thanks so much. Talk soon.